For years, football was just a routine for me. I'd pass, I'd run, I'd take a shot, and every time I made a good pass, I thought I was a genius. But the truth was, the game was always one step ahead of me. I was only looking at the ball, like someone who only looks at one word of a book and thinks they understand the whole story. In a big game, I made a simple mistake. I gave the ball away. The other team went on the counterattack and scored. I hung my head, full of anger at myself. But the coach came over to me with eyes full of disappointment and said, "You don't see the game, you see the ball. You're just a player who kicks the ball from one side to the other." That sentence hit me like an earthquake. All my pride, all the definitions I had of myself crumbled in that moment. I tried to fool myself. I said it was just a bad day. But that sentence followed me like a shadow. In the next games, I would pass with hesitation. I was no longer that confident player. I felt there was a big hole in my game and I didn't know how to fill it. I had lost the love and joy of playing. Disappointed, I went to an old coach. He didn't tell me how to pass. He told me how to see. He told me, "Your mind has to be 1 second ahead of the ball." That's when I became familiar with the concept of vision. This isn't just about seeing, it's about predicting and reading the game. He sat me down and pulled out a whiteboard, drawing a simple diagram of the field. "Imagine the field isn't flat," he said, "but a grid full of moving pieces. You're not a spectator, you're the chess master. Every time the ball comes to you, you have to do a quick scan, a 4-point checklist." He called it the BOTS method. The coach then drew a circle on the board, representing me. "First B is for the ball," he said, pointing to a small dot on the board. "You know where it is, but what opportunities does it create? Is it in a good spot for a cross, or is a simple pass safer?" Then he drew some X's, representing the opposition. "O is for the opposition," he explained. "Where are they? Where are they weak? Are their defenders spread out, or are they all bunched up in the middle?" Next, he drew a few more circles, this time representing my teammates. "T is for teammate," he continued. "Where are they? Who is ready to receive the ball? Is someone making a run you can't see? You have to know who you can rely on." Finally, he drew an empty area on the board. "S is for space," he said. "This is the most important one. Where's the empty space? Can you safely receive the ball there, or can you send it there to create an attack?" He handed me a marker. "Every time you get the ball, your brain should be asking and answering these 4 questions in an instant. This isn't about looking. It's about understanding, crossing the threshold, entering a new world." From that day on, I changed my training. Every time the ball came to me, I would scan my surroundings with quick glances. My brain started to work. I was no longer just receiving the ball. I was receiving information, but it still wasn't enough. Sometimes I would make the right decision, but my pass was slow or I'd get stuck. I realized that even though I knew where to pass, my body was in the wrong direction. My body was facing the ball, not the entire field. It was like my mind wanted to move forward, but my body was chained backward. That's when I understood that positioning was key. My coach told me, "Your position is either an opportunity or a threat." I learned that my body had to be open. This means I had to stand in a way that with one first touch, I could attack forward. This wasn't just about standing. It was about preparing my body before receiving the ball. Every time I practiced this, I felt my body was synchronizing with my mind. Now I knew where to pass and my body was ready. But once, I sent a perfect pass too early. My teammate ran, but he missed the ball. When he came back, he told me, "You should have waited. I wasn't there yet." In that moment, I understood that even the best decision and the best positioning are worthless without the right timing. A good pass isn't just about location, it's about the right moment. This is where the puzzle was completed. I learned that. Vision tells me where to pass. Positioning tells me how to pass. Timing tells me when to pass. In another game, the ball came to me. I turned my head, vision, kept my body open, positioning. Waited a moment for my teammate to get into the right space, timing, and then sent the pass. The ball cut through the defenders like a bullet, and my teammates scored. In that moment, I knew I wasn't just a player anymore. I was a creator of the game. Now, when I'm on the field, every pass I make, every decision I take, has these three elements in it. These three skills transformed me from a regular player who looked at the ball into a leader on the field who manages the entire game. This story isn't just about football. It's about anyone who wants to go from being a performer to a strategist. If you also feel like the game is ahead of you, it's time to open your eyes. See the game, build your position, and wait for the golden moment. Because on the field, everyone plays the ball, but only champions create the game.